Hi everyone at home watching, my name is Adam Goldberg, or as my channel says, CheesyMan4626. Hit me up with a subscribe, also on Twitch, anything like that. Today what we're going to be doing is we're going to be making a crepe video. So as you can see, we have all sorts of ingredients here, and there's basically 3 steps to this. There's a preparation, which we kind of do now, which is getting the materials, then we have the actual cooking, and afterwards, which is the best part, is preparing our crepes with delicious treats such as Nutella, bananas, strawberries, all these types of things. Okay, so moving on to our next segment, we have the preparation, which is getting the ingredients together. So we're going to start off by looking at the eggs, but before we do that, I don't really like the lighting in this room, so we're going to dim it down a little. Alright, that's a lot better. So we have 3 eggs right here, which we're going to put in the blender before we mix. We have 3/4 of the milk you have upon you, and then 1 tablespoon of vegetable oil, 3/4 cup flour, which we have right here, 1/4 teaspoon of our salt, which is right here, and then finally 1 teaspoon of our sugar. So then, in our next segment, or moving on in the video, we're going to be blending it and putting everything together. Okay, so now what we're going to do before we actually get into putting the ingredients into the blender, we're going to wash out all of our tools and not really utensils, but different things we have, such as the blender, our fun measuring cup, our skillet, and then our mixing bowl. So what we're going to do is we're going to take a little bit of this Ultra Ajax dishwasher soap. And if you guys hear anything, that's my assistant director in the background, CJ. We're going to pour some of this stuff in here, yada yada there, a little bit in here, a little bit in there. Okay, now we're going to use this water, just kind of wash it out, fill it up, make sure everything's washed out here. To be honest, this is not the fun part of making crepes. You're going to have to do this twice in the video. You'll see me doing it once before. Maybe I'll show it after, I'm not sure yet. But what we can do is, since you guys clearly know how this is done, we can just skip to the next segment. Okay, now moving on to our actual fun portion, which is the cooking. Right now we have our eggs, flour, and milk because of the first 3 things we're going to add. We're going to take this egg, boom. Just open that up in there. Next, we're going to take our whisk and we're going to kind of mix this up a little. We really want to, use those wrists. You want to see this big little clump right here. You want to get these all squared away, mush them up, get them real nice and mixed. All right, now that we have that, I'm going to set this over here. We're going to move on to the milk. Okay, now after filling our milk up, 3/4 of the way, we have the eggs and milk in here. What we're going to do next is we're going to add the flour. Now, what I recommend at home is you guys get a measuring cup, and like I said earlier in the video, use those exact approximations. I've done this plenty of times, so I can just kind of add more. Now that we have the flour added in, what we want to do is we want to gently kind of push it down, mix it up, because what we don't want to do, as you can see I already kind of did, is spill the milk out. So we want to make sure this is a slow process, get rid of the big chunks, mix it up. You can speed it up after it gets less watery. And then once we're done with this, we're actually going to put it in the blender to get all those chunks out. Continue mixing this, we can see the batter is thickening more. It's still a little runny, but that's what we want at this point. So what we're now going to do is we're going to transfer this over to the blender. What you might want to do is put your blender in your sink so when you're pouring you don't spill. So we will see how this goes. Now that we have the batter in here, what we're going to do, we're going to put the top on. Make sure that's nice and secure. We don't want this stuff coming all the way out. Make sure your blender is plugged in, and you're going to put it on high for 30 seconds. Moving on, now what we have is we have the blender that's blended up the batter, and as you can see, it's a lot thicker. This is about the desired thickness you want. You don't want it to be too runny, but then also you don't want it to be too thick. So now what we're going to do is we're actually going to add in the sugar, the salt, and the vegetable oil. So we're just going to add some of the sugar in here. Now what the sugar actually does is it makes the crepes a lot sweeter. Alright, there we go, that's our desired amount. Now what we're going to do, since the salt's a little small, we're just going to dash a little on my hand. Sprinkle that in. And now for the vegetable oil, we need 1 tablespoon. Which is about there. Now what we're going to do is we're going to take this, we're going to blend this up. But this time what we're going to do, since we don't have as much heavy blending, we're going to put it on low for a little bit. Now that we have our crepe mix, which is right here, we need to refrigerate it for about an hour. So, thank God helped us today, and it is snowing here in Mankato, so what we're going to do is we're just going to pop out here, put this in our natural fridge, and wait about an hour. We left the veg outside! Ooh, sorry about that one, folks. Not that we got a cool batter though, we can head to the kitchen and start cooking these bad boys up. Okay, so now what we've done is we've taken our vegetable oil and we've poured a little on this heated skillet here, just so the pan isn't too dry. Okay, so now what I'm gonna do is actually my favorite part, which is the actual cooking. So we're gonna pour a little circle here, and just like that. Fill it around the outsides. So you get the whole pan kind of filled. Then what we're going to do is we kind of want to wait until it bubbles around and most of the top cooks. As you can see, we got a few bubbles forming here and it kind of works out to in. Ooh. So now what we're going to do is, as you can see, we got a nice, clear color. Just kind of shake it like that. And then what we can do is we can flip it. And now we have a nice little crepe. Alright, so moving on to kind of the final step, which is preparing your own crepe. What I like to do is I get some Nutella, banana, and what we have here is delicious powdered sugar. So we're going to take this, just kind of smear it along here. Ooh, can't wait to eat this bad boy. Alright, so next, I like to use the spoon to just cut up the banana. And you kind of want to organize these in a little line. Now there are 2 ways to actually fold crepes. I preferably like it like a tortilla. Okay, so now that we have this, what we do is we kind of just fold this, and then fold that there, kind of wrap it, and here, delicious crepe. Now, the topping, spoon, just a tad bit of powdered sugar, and voila! And maybe a napkin, but this is still crepe. Let's test it, see how it tastes. Really good. So, if you like the video, like, comment, subscribe. Thank you very much.